Hi everyone, welcome to your reading for Sag season. All right, we are going to do something different. We are going to do just your simple past, present, future, but we're also going to dive into each one, okay? So this is how we're going to do it for Sagittarius season. If you're new, hi, welcome. I am the Witch Switch, where I switch off everyday normal life and switch on to the witchery. I've been reading tarot and studying astrology for close to 13 years now. And if you are not new and you've watched my videos, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. I will have a list of events that I plan on being present at next year. I will list that probably within the new year, so you can come personally visit me if you're from the New York, New Jersey, or Pennsylvania area. You know, stop in, get a personal reading with me. And I will start to incorporate other types of readings. I will let you guys know as soon as I can. Follow me on Instagram. That's where I usually post a lot of my events and a lot of the types of services that I provide and some fun stuff as well. You can follow me at the Witch Switch. I'll have that in my bio as well. Okay, my website will also be there if you want to book a personal reading with me. And without further ado, let's just get into it, okay? Now I'm using a new deck, and this deck is a lot bigger than my hands, so it's going to be random shuffling and random choosing. This is the Poppy Palin deck. I absolutely love it. The imagery is so nice. And it's big enough for you to see here in the camera. I apologize if there's any glares, okay? So, Sagittarius season. Sagittarius season, we may find ourselves to be feeling absolutely hopeful. We may have a bit of luck coming in for us. No matter how big or how minuscule it is, take advantage of it. Embrace it. Have gratitude for it. Now, we are currently at a Mercury retrograde. Saturn is also in retrograde. And Venus is now in Scorpio. So there's a lot of reflection that is happening. There's a lot of things that before we could move forward, we need to kind of reflect back to see how far we've grown, right? Sagittarius is not just about luck and fortune. It's also about philosophy, travel, higher learning. It's also seeing ourselves in being refined, I should say. After the transition from Scorpio, we are now refined. We are coming from a place of positivity, a place of gratitude, being resilient, seeing the light after being in the darkness. A lot of themes of coming out of the darkness and transitioning, okay? Hold on for 1 second. Okay, I'm going to do a short reading, okay? So I'm going to put about 10 minutes. I may go over those 10 minutes, but I'm about to put 10 minutes on the clock, okay? And this is for my Sagittarius people. This reading is for you guys, okay? So let's see. Past, 6 of Swords, present, 2 of Wands, and the future is the Sun. You can't get anything better than that for your future spread. All right, but let's see what we have to work through here. Now, the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is actually leaving something behind. You have decided to embrace some newness, a new path. You've decided to leave people that just don't really do anything for you. And I don't mean that they have to cater to you. I mean as far as they don't bring any kind of growth into your space. You're just kind of over it, okay? With that, we had the High Priestess in reverse. So, these people, these situations have always left you feeling like it's just a space of like being really logical and not having the time to kind of be in Zen. Okay, I feel like it was to the point where certain people, certain situations was just taking too much out of you. You weren't feeling any kind of benefit on a spiritual perspective. You felt really drained. I think you felt a little too irritable too. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a thing. It kind of left you feeling really bad. You were being too irritable and non-conforming, very rigid. And it was time for whatever this thing to go. It was taking too much mental space. It was draining you. It was at one point leaving you feeling really conflicted. There was just too much going on. So perhaps it was just, feeling overwhelmed from a schedule. So it's needing to clear that up. Again, you take what resonates. It doesn't have to be anything major. It's just the Six of Swords. So it's, if it's not a major arcana and it's more of a minor, then it has to do with like day-to-day things. Okay? That just need your attention, because that's what tarot is. It's a tool to allow you to see what's currently going on into your life, to bring some attention and awareness to it, and to be able to solve it. All right, let's move on. We have Two of Wands now in the present moment. Two of Wands, you are also, although I said before in the past there was a lot of confliction here, you're still indecisive with something. And again, there needs to be a clearing out. Six. So I feel like the past is still lingering into your present. And I think you're trying to figure out how you can move away from it. Again, you may have to leave certain people or expectations behind. There's a needing to maybe transform during Scorpio season. The way you see things, the need to control. It's just accepting people or things for what they are. There's no change. It is what it is. So that's where you're still conflicted here, because you still want to establish some form of control or structure in whatever is going on in your current space and time. Again, it doesn't have to be anything major. It could be something like clearing up the schedule. It could be also realizing that you've outgrown some people. And it's needing to fill your space with people that uplift you and bring positivity and see things in the same way that you do. You want to feel inspired and you're not. You feel like you have to direct everyone all the time. You feel like you have to tell people what to do, how to act, how to speak. Like, who's there for you, Sag? And that is the realization I feel like you're kind of coming into. So you're trying to find ways to figure out how to change your environment. But in order for change to occur, you have to leave people or things behind. They can't come with you. So that's a sort of realization that you will have. I think currently for a lot of you, you're realizing what it is that you got to let go and leave behind. And you're starting to feel really okay with that. Okay. I just realized that you can't see. I apologize. Let's move this up a little bit. Okay, I think that's a little better, right? It's a little better. So we realize what we need to leave behind. And, I put this out for you, Sag. We're not officially in your season. We're still in Scorpio season. So this makes sense. This makes absolute sense. Just allow it to flow. Allow it to happen. Be okay with it. Don't let other people make you feel bad. And I think you kind of know not to do that. I think you're like so secure within yourself that you really don't allow too much outside influence to change your perspective on things. So we're good, right? Because the sun is here. So just know that if you are having any doubt, or if you don't know how things are going to look, right? Or if you don't know that the things that you're after won't come to you, I'm telling you, they will. The sun is here. That's a guarantee. Sun is usually a positive card and represents yes. So with any question you have, it's a yes. Okay? I feel like a lot of connections for you are falling through. Out with the old, in with the new. Okay, but there's a sense of feeling bad. There's a sense of feeling like you're responsible for other people, and it's like, how can I leave? How can I leave this person alone? They need me. But the thing is, if you keep helping people who don't want to help themselves, you're getting in the way of their karma. And then you're the one kind of dealing with the burden. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be okay with letting things go and, realizing that not everything lasts forever. Things do end eventually. So it's kind of getting out of your headspace, this need for being responsible for other people. It's not your job. It's not your job, right? You go from Two of Wands to now Two of Pentacles now. I think with the sun here, before you can get the things that you want and that you're after, you have to see the clarity. Things have to be made apparent to you. And again, this could also be, for a lot of yous, this could be a programming from when you were a child. Maybe you were expected to be the one to have to take care of someone. You were expected to be the one to carry out certain traditions, or, you know, to make a name for the family. Like, whatever that is, there's a responsibility that you've always bared. And it's going to take a while for you to psychologically get yourself out of the space of always feeling responsible for everyone else, always having to clean up after everyone's messes, always having to be there to save the day because people can't do it for themselves. So, you know, there's an expectation for you that was put on you that you feel like you have to carry out. So give yourself grace. Like, the whole psychological perspective of that is going to take time for you to deprogram exactly what you were taught to believe and your role into family, into society, into friendship, into work. However this applies, it's just needing to realize, okay, I got myself out of it physically. Now I need to work on finding the kinks within my own programming and regenerating that and tweaking it and fixing it. And it's going to take time, and that's okay. That's okay. That's why self-awareness is really important. This is why we're doing this. Okay, we're looking in the past, right? Because again, Scorpio was prior to your season. So it's all about death, transformations, things do not work that are not working out for us and needing to transform. So it's perfect. This spread is absolutely perfect because we start to see what happened with, like, in the past, or clarities that happen within your life, see what's currently going on with you and the outcome of it later, so you can kind of have a better control of that. You know, control is not so much a bad thing. We can't control others, but we can control ourselves, our circumstances, and where we put ourselves in terms of environment, right? We want to change our world, we have to start with ourselves. So that's the whole premise of this. All right, Sag, now let's bring out some oracle cards to see what maybe you should also have awareness of. The void. Now, this situation, this expectation, I feel like really does put you in a space where, again, you are responsible for other people. You are always feeling depleted and empty. And like I said before, who's there for Sag when Sag needs it? It seems like no one. Just you in the void, right? So change is absolutely needed. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can add these two crystals side by side. Perfect. Perfect. Kind of. Okay, right? You could see it. Yeah. So change. Like I said, this death coming in to absolutely indicate that change is coming. Okay, you don't have to feel like you're in a void. You don't have to feel alone. It doesn't have to feel dark. The sun is here to light this up, right? To provide clarity, to provide solution, to provide a sense of warmth and courage and strength, inner strength, right? It doesn't have to be physical, but it's inner. It's being okay with who we are, knowing our intentions are well, and, you know, accepting that we don't have to be this person or accept this role for the rest of our lives. We don't. So I think this is really great. Honestly, I feel like you're turning over a new leaf, and I think you'll also scared me a bit. I think you'll also realize that once you're able to accept things that you can't change, allow the death to set in, allow the change to change, you know, for your environment, and you will see all the luck that will come in for you. I think knowing how lucky and fortunate you really are will be very apparent to you in your season of this year. All right, Sag, so let me know in the comments. Let me know how you feel about this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.